Welcome to Talk in English.
Hey there, folks. Today, I want to share my house hunting experience. Buying a house is a significant decision in one's life, and the process can be quite exhilarating. In this article, I'll tell you about my own observations and experiences during my house hunting journey, using simple and friendly language. The first time you go house hunting is always an exciting adventure. I remember when my partner and I decided to purchase an apartment in the city center. We found a real estate agency online and arranged for a real estate agent to show us around. When we arrived at the scheduled time, the first house we saw was the kind that takes your breath away. It fit our budget and had a fantastic location. The interior of the house was nicely done, with plenty of light and all the necessary amenities. We went through every nook and cranny, carefully examining every detail, and then sat down to have a chat with the agent. The agent was incredibly welcoming and professional. He gave us the lowdown on the neighborhood's facilities, schools, and transportation, which was extremely helpful in our decision-making process. However, I soon realized that there were more critical factors to consider during a house viewing. Firstly, the transportation options in the area were essential for our daily life, so we needed to get a good grip on the local transport network. Safety and the neighborhood's environment were also paramount because they directly affect our quality of life. In the following weeks, we continued to view several houses. Each time we went house hunting, we brought a checklist with our requirements and expectations. This helped us keep a clear head and not get carried away by fancy decor or unique designs. We also learned to communicate effectively with the real estate agents, sharing our opinions and concerns. One important lesson was not to rush into making a decision. Buying a house is a significant investment, so it needs to be considered carefully. We viewed many properties but did not jump into any hasty decisions, because we knew that finding the right house that truly satisfied us was worth the wait. In the end, we found our dream home. It not only met our needs but also exceeded our expectations. We loved its location, the neighborhood, and the layout and decor. After reaching an agreement with the seller, we had a home inspection done to ensure there were no hidden issues, a crucial step to avoid future troubles. Once everything was set, we started the home buying process, including securing a mortgage with a bank, signing contracts, and handling various fees. It's a complex process, but with a fantastic lawyer helping us, everything went smoothly. Finally, when we received the keys, it was an indescribable joy. Buying a house is a major milestone, representing our dreams and our future. Through experience and patience, we ultimately found the perfect home, which makes us feel very fortunate and content. In summary, my house hunting experience was a journey full of challenges and excitement. I gained valuable knowledge about the real estate market and the buying process, as well as a better understanding of my own needs and preferences. If you're also considering buying a house, I hope my experience can provide you with some useful insights. Don't rush your decision making, carefully consider all aspects, trust your instincts, and you'll find your perfect home. Good luck!
Talking about my house hunting experience always takes me back to those days of searching. I remember that sunny morning when I was filled with hope and curiosity, ready to embark on the adventure of finding my ideal abode. Initially, I reached out to friends and family for some basic info on buying a house. They gave me some pointers, like keeping an eye on the location, transportation convenience, the neighborhood, and the quality of the house. These suggestions gave me a starting point, and so I began my quest for the perfect home. During this journey, I saw quite a few houses. Some had great locations but were old and needed renovations, while others were new but lacked the charm of a good neighborhood. I kept adjusting my requirements, hoping to find a place that would both meet my needs and fit my budget. One time, I set my sights on a house in a tranquil neighborhood. As soon as I stepped inside, I felt the warmth of a home. The layout was practical, and the space was utilized perfectly, just as I had dreamed. I lingered there for a while, savoring every detail. Later, I had a deep conversation with the homeowner, learning about the house's history and the amenities in the area, which solidified my decision. However, buying a house isn't just about liking it, it's also about considering its actual condition. So, I hired a professional house inspector to thoroughly examine the property. While this process took some time and effort, it provided me with a clearer understanding of the house. In the end, I decided to purchase it and worked out the details with the seller. Throughout the entire house hunting process, I not only learned how to choose a suitable home but also how to communicate and negotiate effectively. I realized that buying a house involves various trade-offs and compromises, and it deeply reinforced my yearning for a cozy home. Looking back on this experience, I feel like I not only found a satisfying abode but also gained personal growth and valuable lessons. It wasn't just a simple house hunting journey. It was an unforgettable exploration in my life. I firmly believe that this home will be the starting point of my future, carrying my dreams and hopes as I move forward.
Hello, everyone. Today, I'd like to share my experiences with house hunting. In life, finding the ideal place to live is a crucial decision, filled with anticipation and challenges. Different people have various expectations for their dream homes. In this process, I've gathered a lot of experiences and stories. I hope that, through this article, I can help those who are currently searching for their dream abode. The first time I went house hunting was full of freshness and excitement. I had just graduated and was preparing to live independently. I remember stumbling upon a house advertisement online. The photos made the place seem spacious and bright, and the price was within my budget. So, I contacted the landlord and arranged a viewing. Upon arriving at the location, I realized that the house was in a decent neighborhood, not far from the subway station, with schools and shops in the vicinity, making it convenient for daily life. However, when I entered the house, it was quite different from the photos. The rooms were dimly lit, and the actual space was much smaller. Moreover, there were evident maintenance issues, such as a leaky ceiling and worn-out flooring. Meanwhile, the landlord claimed it was a bright and spacious house and the rent was higher than advertised. This left me somewhat disappointed, but also made me understand that I needed to be cautious when viewing properties, as the actual condition might differ from the photos. The first failed experience didn't deter me. Instead, it motivated me to be more cautious and proactive. I learned that before house hunting, it's important to outline your requirements and budget so that you can search for suitable properties more effectively. I also realized the significance of asking questions and obtaining more details from the landlord, such as the lease agreement, maintenance, and property management. These lessons were extremely helpful in my subsequent house hunting endeavors. My second house hunting experience was conducted with the assistance of a real estate agency. This time, I was more cautious and communicated my needs and budget in advance. The agency found several properties that matched my requirements, and we scheduled viewings. The first property was located in a quiet neighborhood with a nice environment. The interior of the house was spacious and bright, matching the photos, and the kitchen and bathroom were clean. I was quite satisfied and nearly decided to rent the place. However, the agent advised me to check the nearby facilities. When we left the property, I realized that the nearest bus stop and shopping center were a bit of a distance away, which would be inconvenient for my daily life. This experience taught me to not only pay attention to the condition of the property itself, but also consider the surrounding environment and amenities. Subsequent house hunting experiences provided me with more insights. On one occasion, I was drawn to a beautifully renovated apartment, but the rent was slightly above my budget. So, I tried negotiating with the landlord and successfully secured a more reasonable price. This story showed me that negotiation skills are crucial when renting, and there's no harm in bargaining with landlords since they might be willing to compromise. In another viewing, I encountered a very friendly landlord who provided detailed information about the property's amenities and maintenance history. This put my mind at ease, and I ultimately chose the property, signing a lease agreement with the landlord. During my stay, I found the landlord to be highly responsible, promptly addressing minor issues, which left me very satisfied. This experience emphasized the importance of choosing a good landlord, as their attitude and management can directly impact your living experience. House hunting has also brought some interesting encounters. One time, I visited a property in an old town area. The neighborhood was full of historic buildings, creating a unique atmosphere. However, when I entered the property, I found it to be quite outdated and in need of significant renovations. Although the location was unique, the renovation costs were too high, so I didn't choose it. This experience taught me that while location and architectural style are important, the actual comfort and maintenance of the property are equally crucial. During the house hunting process, I also learned to be extra cautious when signing lease agreements. The terms in the contract should be clear and include details about rent, deposits, lease duration, and maintenance responsibilities. I learned to keep copies of the contract for future reference. Furthermore, understanding legal regulations is crucial to protect your rights. In conclusion, the house hunting experience is a challenging yet enjoyable journey. Each viewing helped me better understand my needs and allowed me to accumulate valuable experiences. When choosing a place to live, it's important to consider not only the property's condition, but also the surrounding environment, the landlord's reputation, and the terms of the lease agreement. I hope that my experiences can help those who are currently in search of a place to call home. I wish everyone the best of luck in finding their dream abode and enjoying a wonderful life.
Hey there, folks! Today, I'd like to share with you my experience when it comes to house hunting. Buying a house is a significant life event and a substantial investment, so I decided to dive right into the process, exploring all the ins and outs to make informed decisions. For my first house hunting adventure, I decided to make it a family and friends affair, picking a sunny weekend for the outing. It felt like the perfect weather to explore potential homes. We began our journey by visiting a local real estate agency, and they handed us a map with addresses of the houses we were about to check out. Our first stop was a charming suburban cottage. As soon as I stepped into the place, I was captivated by the beautiful garden. It was filled with all sorts of vibrant flowers and even had a small pond. The place had an air of tranquility and life. However, once I stepped inside the house, I started noticing some issues. The interior felt a bit outdated and in need of renovation. Additionally, the location wasn't ideal, being a bit far from the city center, which could make commuting less convenient. While the place was stunning, practicality seemed lacking. Our next destination was a downtown apartment situated right in the heart of the city. It boasted a prime location with shops, restaurants, and public transport just a stone's throw away. The interior was modern and well kept. Nevertheless, the price was on the steeper side, and the space was a bit limited. I began to weigh the pros and cons, contemplating whether I was willing to pay a premium for the location and modern comforts. Moving forward, we ventured to a spacious suburban single-family home. This place had a generous garden with a small basketball court, which was a massive draw for me and my family, all of us being basketball enthusiasts. The interior was spacious, offering plenty of bedrooms and storage. However, the location was a bit farther from my workplace, potentially making the daily commute less convenient. Last on our list, we visited a townhouse on the city outskirts. It provided a nice blend of both outdoor and indoor space at a reasonable price. The location was convenient in relation to my workplace, and the commute was manageable. I felt this place struck a great balance in various aspects, but there were still a few more factors to consider. After this day of house hunting, I was left feeling somewhat perplexed. Each place had its unique strengths and weaknesses, and I wasn't sure which one to choose. So, I decided to go back for more visits to better understand my needs and preferences. On the second round of house hunting, I came equipped with a checklist detailing the key factors I considered important. These included location, price, house condition, and potential for future value appreciation. I also factored in the needs of my family members to ensure the chosen place would cater to everyone. I sought advice from a knowledgeable friend who had experience in real estate investments. He emphasized the importance of patience and not rushing into decisions. He also stressed the long-term perspective, since buying a house is more than just a living choice. It's a long-term investment. On the third round of house hunting, I paid even closer attention to the details. I inspected the structural integrity of each house, its maintenance, and potential repair costs. I engaged in conversations with the sellers, inquiring about the history of the houses and the surrounding community. These details helped me gain a more comprehensive understanding of each property and make wiser decisions. In the end, I settled on a townhouse on the city outskirts. It struck the right balance with its location, condition, and price. The property had sufficient indoor and outdoor space, making it suitable for me and my family. I also believed it had the potential for future appreciation. Through this house hunting journey, I learned many valuable lessons. First and foremost, it's crucial to stick to a clear budget and avoid overspending. Secondly, understanding your needs and preferences is key, so don't blindly follow the crowd. Most importantly, exercise patience and refrain from making hasty decisions. Carefully consider every detail. Buying a house is a significant decision, but it's also an exciting and enlightening experience. By carefully weighing various factors, you can find the ideal place for you and your family. I hope my experience sharing has been helpful, and I wish you all the best in finding your dream home.
Hello everyone. Today, I'd like to share my personal house hunting experience with all of you. Whether it's buying or renting, finding the right place to live is a crucial task. Through this article, I hope to discuss some of my experiences and insights in a simple and friendly manner that might be helpful to all of you. First and foremost, when you decide to look for a new place, it's essential to make a plan and set a budget. This plan should include your needs and desires, such as the size of the house, location, nearby amenities, and more. Once you have a clear goal, you can start budgeting, taking into account your financial situation and loan capability. This budget will help you determine the range of rent or home prices you can afford, allowing you to focus your search. Once you've identified your needs and budget, you can start searching for information about available houses for rent or sale online. Modern technology has made this step incredibly convenient. You can use various real estate websites and applications to browse through a variety of listings. These platforms typically provide detailed information, including photos, prices, house specifications, and contact details. This serves as a great starting point, giving you an initial understanding of the market. While online research can provide a lot of information, to truly understand a house, you need to visit it in person. I recommend selecting a few houses from your list and scheduling visits. When you step inside a house, you can get a comprehensive feel for its condition. Pay attention to details such as room size, natural lighting, house layout, amenities, and the surrounding environment. Also, take the opportunity to talk to the landlord or seller to learn more about the house's history and maintenance. When visiting properties, don't just think about your current needs, consider your future plans as well. Do you intend to live in this place for several years? Are you planning to expand your family? These factors will influence your choice. Selecting a home that can meet your future needs can help avoid frequent moves and additional expenses. If you are particularly interested in a house, it's time to start negotiating with the landlord or seller. During this process, you can attempt to haggle and see if you can secure a better price or more flexible leasing terms. Don't be afraid to ask questions or make suggestions. After all, you're the prospective tenant or homeowner, and your input is valuable. Before signing a lease agreement or home purchase contract, it's crucial to ensure that you understand all the relevant legal matters. A lease agreement should specify rent, deposits, lease duration, tenant rights, and maintenance responsibilities, among other things. A home purchase contract should be clear about property ownership and debt obligations. If necessary, you can enlist the help of a lawyer or a professional to review the documents and protect your interests. Once you've successfully signed a lease agreement or home purchase contract, congratulations! You're about to embark on a new chapter in your housing life. Now is the time to plan your move and consider any decorating you'd like to do. This is when you turn the house into a comfortable home that suits your lifestyle, according to your taste and budget. House hunting is an essential task that requires careful planning and thoughtful decisions. Whether you're renting or buying, you need to consider your needs, budget, and future plans. Additionally, understanding the legal aspects is crucial to ensure your rights are protected. I hope my shared experiences can be of help to you when you're searching for your next home. Best wishes for finding a cozy and happy home to live a content life.
Hello everyone. Today, I'd like to share my house hunting experience with you. For many, searching for a new home is a significant and exciting endeavor. It's not just about finding a place to live, it's about creating a space where memories will be made in the future. So, my journey of house hunting was filled with anticipation and curiosity. First and foremost, determining where to look for a house was crucial. I was working in the city, so proximity to my workplace was a top priority. Convenience of transportation was paramount because commuting was a daily task. Additionally, I needed to consider the convenience of daily life. Were there supermarkets, schools, hospitals, parks, and other amenities nearby? All of these factors were important to me in selecting a place to live. Of course, it had to fit within my budget. Once I decided on the location, I started searching for various property listings online. The internet offers a plethora of real estate websites and apps, making it easy to find various types of properties. During this stage, I spent a lot of time carefully sifting through and comparing different listings. I also looked into community reviews and comments to understand the safety, environment, and quality of life in the area. These insights were crucial to me because I aimed to live in a harmonious and livable community. After narrowing down some appealing options online, I decided to see them in person. Visiting properties in person is crucial since pictures and text can't fully convey a property's true condition. I contacted real estate agents and arranged several viewing appointments. Before each viewing, I made thorough preparations, listing my requirements and points of interest. I would ask questions about the property's structure, condition, community facilities, and more to ensure I understood the pros and cons of each listing. Real estate agents play a pivotal role throughout the house hunting process. They have knowledge of the local real estate market and can provide professional advice and assistance. I found collaborating with real estate agents to be essential because they help me gain a better understanding of the market, find suitable listings, and navigate the complexities of the transaction process. Working with real estate agents also gave me peace of mind, as they provided professional guidance to ensure I made informed decisions. After visiting several houses, I gradually narrowed down my options to a few favorites. This process took some time as each property had its unique characteristics, making it challenging to make an immediate decision. I carefully considered the strengths and weaknesses of each property, discussed them with family or friends, and sought their advice. In the end, I found a property that met my previously listed needs and budget. Once I found the property I liked, it was time to negotiate and proceed with the transaction. This phase could be nerve-wracking and uncertain, but I had confidence that collaborating with real estate agents would help me complete the transaction smoothly. I negotiated with the seller on price and transaction terms to ensure a fair deal. Simultaneously, I prepared all necessary documents and funds to facilitate a seamless transaction. Finally, when the transaction was complete, I could move into my new home. It was an exhilarating moment filled with anticipation. I took care in arranging and decorating my new place, making it a comfortable and cozy environment. Moving into a new home also marked the beginning of a new life. I got to know new neighbors, gradually became familiar with the community, and embraced a new way of living. I believe that many wonderful memories will be created in this new home in the future. House hunting is a journey filled with anticipation and challenges. Through meticulous screening, on-site visits, collaboration with real estate agents, and negotiation and transactions, I ultimately found a property that met my needs. Now, I can embark on a new life in my new home, where I hope to create cherished memories. Whether you're new to the real estate market or looking to find a new place to call home, I hope this article has helped you better understand the house hunting experience and provided some useful insights for your property selection process. May every reader find a harmonious and comfortable home and enjoy a happy and fulfilling life.
Hello everyone. Today, I'd like to share some of my experiences and insights from my house hunting journey. Buying a house is a significant decision in life, and it's an exciting yet nerve-wracking experience. I hope through this article, I can assist those who are considering purchasing a home and make their house hunting experience smoother and more enjoyable. The first time I went house hunting was quite an adventure. I remember it was a sunny weekend, and my partner and I decided to explore some potential housing options. We did some homework beforehand, jotting down our wish list, including location, house size, and budget. Having these criteria helped us narrow down our choices from the numerous listings. We scheduled a meeting with a real estate agent who showed us around a few recommended properties. The first one we visited was an apartment in an ideal location, close to our workplaces. However, as we stepped inside, we noticed some issues. The place felt a bit cramped, and the lack of natural light made it feel gloomy. This experience taught us a valuable lesson. While location is important, the quality and layout of the house are equally crucial. After the first day of house hunting, we felt it necessary to re-evaluate our wish list. We decided to prioritize house quality and natural lighting. Additionally, we learned some new real estate terms, such as floor levels, HOA fees, and condition of the property. This gave us a better understanding of the home buying process. Over the next few weeks, we viewed numerous properties, including resale homes, new constructions, fixer-uppers, and move-in ready options. Each house visit was a learning experience. We learned how to assess the structural integrity of a home, evaluate the pros and cons of different interior designs, and effectively communicate with real estate agents. Throughout the house hunting process, I also paid close attention to the neighborhood. Is there a school nearby? Shopping centers, hospitals? These factors can significantly impact your future quality of life. Moreover, Understanding the management of the housing community is crucial since it can provide a sense of security and comfort. While exploring houses, we also considered the future appreciation potential of the properties. We researched the local real estate market, studying the price trends over the past few years. This knowledge helped us make more informed judgments about which areas might appreciate in value and which ones would likely remain stable. In the end, we found a house that ticked all our boxes. The location was perfect. The house was well structured, and it had great natural light. We negotiated with the seller and closed the deal on that house. The entire buying process, although challenging, was incredibly rewarding. Buying a house is no walk in the park, but through our house hunting experience, we gained a wealth of knowledge and expertise. Most importantly, we learned how to choose the right property that fits our needs and budget. Buying a house is a significant decision, but with wise choices and determination, you can find your dream home. To sum it up, the house hunting experience is a mix of challenges and fun. Through continuous learning and accumulating experiences, we eventually found the perfect home for us. I hope my experiences and story can help those who are considering buying a home and make their house hunting journey a more confident and enjoyable one. Wishing everyone success in finding their dream home.
Hey there! Today, I want to share with you some of my experiences and stories while on the quest for my dream home. House hunting is a significant event in most people's lives, filled with challenges and surprises. I hope my experience can provide you with some interesting insights. Before embarking on the house hunting journey, it's crucial to define your housing needs and budget. I envisioned my ideal home, considering factors such as the number of bedrooms, bathroom facilities, yard size, and location. Then, I discussed our budget with my family to determine the price range we could afford. This step is essential to ensure a smooth house buying process. Selecting the location for your house is a critical consideration. We wanted a place that was convenient for commuting, safe, and offered a pleasant living environment. Additionally, we had to factor in proximity to work, schools, and shopping. This required some research into the characteristics of different neighborhoods to find the best fit. The internet plays a significant role in modern life, so I began with online searches. Various real estate websites provided a wealth of information about properties, including photos, prices, and detailed descriptions. This made it easy to filter out homes that met our criteria. Additionally, I reached out to real estate agents. They have valuable experience and could provide me with more housing options while helping arrange viewing appointments. Working with professionals gave me peace of mind. During the house viewing phase, I visited various properties to get a feel for each place. This stage was particularly exciting because we got to see a variety of styles and designs. I still remember our first house viewing experience when we visited a beautiful new housing community. The interior was beautifully designed, and the facilities were top-notch. But the price was on the higher side. While we loved the house, we knew we had to make a wise decision within our budget. Throughout the house viewings, I gradually refined my checklist of requirements. This checklist included the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, yard size, and other amenities. With this checklist, I could better filter out unsuitable options, saving time and effort. Establishing a good working relationship with real estate agents is crucial for a smooth house buying process. They not only provide more property information but also offer professional advice and insights. The communication between me and the real estate agent was seamless, helping me better understand market dynamics and changes. Once we found a home we loved, my family and I decided to make an offer. Negotiation was a critical phase, as we needed to reach an agreement with the seller. This process required patience and negotiation skills, but in the end, we successfully struck a deal that satisfied both parties. Before finalizing the purchase contract, we conducted a home inspection to ensure there were no major structural issues. Additionally, we began the mortgage application process to secure the necessary funding. This was a tedious but necessary step. In the end, we completed the house purchase. It was an exciting moment and a new beginning. We welcomed our new home with anticipation and hope. In conclusion, buying a house is a complex process that requires careful planning and patience. However, by defining your needs, selecting the right location, utilizing online resources, and collaborating with professional agents, I successfully found the home of our dreams. I hope my experience can provide useful insights for those in search of their own abode. Wishing everyone the best of luck in finding your ideal home.
When I was on the hunt for a new place, I had quite an interesting experience checking out houses. Finding the perfect abode isn't a walk in the park, but it's definitely a journey filled with surprises and learning curves. Let me share with you my story. To start with, I embarked on my house hunting expedition. After scouring numerous real estate websites, I shortlisted a few seemingly decent options. I made a checklist, jotting down details of these houses including their location, size, price, and other features. This allowed me to have a clear understanding of the pros and cons of each house and be adequately prepared for the viewings. On my first visit, I felt both excited and a tad nervous. The real estate agents were super friendly and patient, giving me a detailed tour of the houses. I meticulously inspected every nook and cranny, checking for cracks on the walls, leaky faucets, and the condition of doors and windows. I also paid special attention to the surroundings, looking out for any noisy disturbances or other unsettling factors. At each house, I left with my impressions and feelings, which later served as vital references for my decision-making. After checking out a few properties, I started realizing my specific requirements for the ideal dwelling. I revisited my checklist, recognizing some factors that I hadn't considered before. For instance, I became more concerned about the natural light, the availability of storage space, and the safety of the neighborhood. These factors helped me gain a clearer picture of what I really needed in a house, and enabled me to make quicker decisions during subsequent viewings. As time went by, I learned to be more efficient in my house visits. I became adept at asking more questions about the maintenance of the house, neighborly relations, and the property's history. These inquiries helped me gain a more comprehensive understanding of each house, preventing some potential troubles down the line. The style and layout of the houses also became a focal point for me, as I aimed to find a comfortable space that suited my lifestyle. Finally, after visiting multiple houses, I found a home that perfectly matched my expectations. It not only met my basic requirements but also boasted a spacious backyard and an ideal community environment. I remember stepping into that house for the first time and instantly feeling that it was the one. I experienced an indescribable sense of belonging, a feeling that I could relax here and build a new life. Through this house hunting experience, I learned to observe more attentively and consider my own needs more carefully. I also gained a deeper understanding of how the real estate market operates and how to make the best choice among numerous options that align with my needs. This journey not only led me to a cozy home but also made me realize my true requirements for a living space and the definition of an ideal home. As I embarked on this new chapter in my life, I understood that everyone has different tastes and requirements. Therefore, understanding one's needs and keeping an open mind is crucial when searching for an ideal dwelling. Every house has its unique features and stories, and what I sought wasn't just a house, but a home that would bring me warmth and a sense of belonging.
When it comes to my house hunting experiences, it always brings to mind a series of amusing stories. Buying a house has always been an exciting yet nerve-wracking task for me. A house is not just a shelter, but a promise to dreams and family. Today, I'd like to share with you those trivial yet unforgettable experiences of mine in searching for the perfect abode. My first time house hunting, I was a complete novice about houses. I remember it was a sunny weekend when my friend and I went to check out an apartment in the heart of the city. Stepping inside, we were greeted with a cozy ambience and a flood of bright sunlight. I turned to my friend and said, "It feels just like coming home." Back then, I didn't consider many other factors. I was merely drawn by the vibe. However, after some thoughtful consideration and research, I realized that the location didn't quite fit my work and lifestyle needs. Following this experience, I understood the critical importance of choosing a suitable location. Consequently, I consciously started to look for places closer to my workplace with convenient transportation. I remember one time when I was eyeing a villa in the suburbs. Although the location was somewhat remote, the serene surroundings and the fresh scent of earth in the air were captivating. The feeling of being away from the hustle and bustle of the city was refreshing, akin to being in an idyllic retreat. Nonetheless, considering the practicality of daily commuting and shopping, I eventually opted for a more conveniently located residence. With more house hunting experiences, I began taking a keen interest in the structure and the quality of the interior design. Once, I visited an apartment with a very modern style of decor. Upon entering, I was drawn to the vast floor-to-ceiling windows, which filled the interior with abundant natural light, making the whole space feel airy. The exquisite and refined interior design made it feel like being immersed in an art piece. I even began to imagine myself living in such a place. However, after consulting with professionals and conducting a thorough inspection, I discovered some structural issues that required additional repairs and remodeling. Thus, I shifted my focus from purely chasing the style of decoration to emphasizing the quality and structure of the house itself. During the house hunting journey, I also encountered some memorable stories. Once, I visited an apartment with a very simple interior design, yet it exuded the warmth and essence of the owner's life. The owners were an elderly couple, and every decoration in the house was laden with stories. When we talked about the apartment, they shared numerous joyful moments they had spent there. Their smiles and warmth touched me, enlightening me about the true meaning of home, which isn't just about the house itself, but about the cherished moments that happen within its walls. After a period of exploration and learning, I eventually found a house that met all my expectations. This house not only had a superior geographical location and convenient transportation, but also boasted a stable structure and exquisite interior design, suitable for my future development needs. I remember the feeling of coming home for the first time. It felt like a place where I could settle down with peace of mind. This house has become the place where I strive and grow, bearing witness to countless joys and tears in my life. All in all, my house hunting experiences have been full of twists and surprises, teaching me a lot about the significance of choosing the right house and understanding the true essence of a home. Every house hunting journey is an exciting process full of anticipation, a crucial step in planning for our future lives. I hope my experiences and stories can provide some guidance and inspiration for others searching for their dream homes. After all, a cozy home is not just the starting point of our endeavors and dreams, it's also the most beautiful witness to the happiness in our lives.